it inevitable that on a weekend like this, when you are 23 miles from where you played college ball, in an area that really has been where your family has been entrenched, that you can avoid even thinking about, man, it's what a journey it has been?
No, it's not. It's really hard not to. This area, this city, and the community has done so much to support me since I learned how to play the game when I was 5. Watching my dad play at the old Hive right down the street. I played plenty of high school and college games in this building. So there's so much history and familiarity here. It's hard not to turn that off and just truly appreciate how I got to this point. And, to be an all-star in Charlotte, man, that's a dream come true for sure.
Steph, this is Shaq, a.k.a. the Black Steph Curry. I need a bit of information from you.
What's up?
I know you're a great player, but tell the people, how much pressure is it to be a great shooter every night? Because you're my favorite player, and the shots you make are just so unbelievable. How much pressure is it to play like that every night from a shooting standpoint?
I think it's pressure because that's obviously my strength in it. I feel like I can do other stuff on the court, but when my shot's going and I'm trying to match my expectations, that's why you put all the work in. And when you miss a couple, you can't lose confidence. That's the biggest thing for me, and the biggest thing I hope people understand is, as a shooter, I'm not perfect. I'm gonna miss shots, but that can't affect the next shot. And I really had to work on that mindset and perspective to get to this point.
Hey, Steph. Obviously, we've heard you said to Under Armour, you don't want to do the parties, you don't want to do any of that stuff. Take that money and that budget and put it into your rec center. So kudos for that. But while you guys were a part of that, your mom came through and hit a half-court shot. Can you talk about that and that celebration?
It was very similar to what I'd be doing on the court for sure. So a very fitting end to, like you said, a great give back, and it's something that we want to leave for the city even after All-Star Weekend. But she got out there, family little competition. We're a competitive family all the way through, and she knocked it down and won that competition for her team. And the celebration game was on point too, so she doesn't miss a beat at all.
Definitely didn't miss a beat. Steph, Shaq talked about shooting. Okay, as a point guard, there's certain things that you have to concentrate on when you come out. When you got a great team and you have all of these guys around you, is your number one priority your shooting, the pace of the game, and or finding others? What is your number one priority that will set the table to make the Golden State Warriors who they are?
That's a good question. I think the pace is probably the biggest thing, because when we get moving up and down the floor, pace also is, if I don't have the ball in my hands, how I move off the screens and move it out the ball. That can get everybody involved that way too, just being a threat, wherever I'm at on the court. But I think when we're at our best and everybody's locked in, that ball is hopping from side to side.
Because that's what I say
moving up and down the floor for
is
sure.
your biggest asset as being a superstar. To me, that separates you. Because what Steve Nash did, what Jason Kidd did, no matter what happens, if you play against the Golden State Warriors when you're at the point, you have to score 120 points to win. I don't care how you talk about these defensive schemes. If you're not scoring 120 points in your pace, to me, that separates you from all of the other superstars.
I appreciate that. And that's something that I pride myself on, and the learning process to get there and to have that be a part of my game every single night. My best compliment from anybody who's guarding me or our team is they walk up to us at the free throw line like, man, y'all move around too much. Like if I get that compliment, obviously, get their legs tired and understand we're going to create shots that way. That's a good thing for us.
Wrapping things up, Steph, I know that you and Seth had a little something riding on your performances in the three-point contest last night. How about the fact that you're playing for Team Giannis and KD and Clay are both playing for Team LeBron? What's going on? What kind of action is going on there?
We haven't. I gotta go ambush their locker room because we haven't talked about it yet. But definitely just bragging rights when we get back to California, whoever wins. So I think last year was me and Clay versus KD, and now it's Clay and KD versus me. So I gotta come out on top and rectify the fact that we lost last year. So a lot riding on this just from an ego and pride standpoint.
Steph, since you have a rec center, if you make that shot from there, I will donate $5,000 to your rec center.
Woo!
All right? Make sure you make it.
Oh! It looked
That
good.
almost went in.
Hey,
It
you know
looked good.
what?
The other ball
It
hit
looked
it.
good.
One more. You get
One more?
One
All right,
more.
let me get one more.
I'll give you one more.
I need Shaq, I need you out here rebounding. Hey, excuse me, can I borrow that ball, please?
Yeah.
That's her ball.
And he shot over the defense even. That was even crazy. He shot over
stand
the
up for
defense.
this.
No. Sit down.
Oh, you said it's too easy standing up.
Too easy standing
Come
up.
on.
Oh, my goodness.
Almost.
But,
It's all
okay,
good. It's all
but
good.
despite all of that, Steph, you know what we like to say here on TNT? He makes it look effortless.
I appreciate
Yeah, you got it, man. Have fun today.
that. Yes, sir.
I knew he wasn't that good a shooter.
Yeah,